sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Hopkins, a man in motion right. First down, Murray. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Murray now to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On play action, it's Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. From the 5-yard line, with this opening drive yield 6. This is third and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3-point.
And this time he is in. James Conner taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ground, it's Swift to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Connor. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Again, it'll be Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
19.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Grant, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray off play action. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Moore, the man in motion. To throw, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Moore, the man in motion. Murray to air it out again. This one complete to Scott Miller. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Cotter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A run between the tackles with Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is Connor running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. Touchdown! Trey McBride from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-0. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this off to Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Swift. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got a man. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Battled by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give running right is counter. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ioannidis breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. He'll drop to throw. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On the handoff, Connor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Again, a run with Connor. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. On the ball, on the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Play fake. Murray. He's got a man. Complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Okay, ready? Let's go, East.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better. Under pressure, they got him again. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard. They see what they can accomplish.